What does it mean?
I have no idea.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the hanging threads in Avatar: The Last Airbender that we're still scratching our heads about. We're excluding questions answered in the comics, like what happened to Zuko's mom.
The true mind can weather all the lies and illusions without being lost.
Number 10. Whatever happened to...
Well, what does that mean?
It means your friend's gone.
We know he's gone. That's why we're trying to find him.
Throughout their epic journey across 3 seasons, Aang and his friends encounter a memorable cast of characters, some of whom receive more closure than others. While many of the team's allies turn up to help around the show's climax, curiously missing are the freedom fighters Smellerbee and Longshot.
You guys go and find Appa. We'll take care of Jet.
We're not gonna leave you.
There's no time. Just go. We'll take care of him. He's our leader.
That said, the two do reappear in the Avatar graphic novels. Another notable character with few appearances is Guru Pathik, who we never hear from again after Book 2, leaving fans to wonder whether he would ever continue Aang's training. We would have also liked to catch up with the Swamp Benders more, although they do make a few brief appearances in Book 3.
I just wish they would wear pants.
Pants are an illusion, and so is death.
Number 9. Why can only Azula bend blue flames? This fearsome firebender honed her skills to prodigious levels. Driven to impress her father and increase her own power, Azula has trained relentlessly to master firebending, and it shows.
Almost perfect. One hair out of place.
Almost isn't good enough.
Not only can she generate lightning, she also wields blue flames. This is a unique ability that isn't explained in the show. Avatar: The Last Airbender co-creator Michael DiMartino has said that the color symbolizes her superior talent, and on a practical level, distinguishes her attacks from Zuko's.
Let's settle this. Just you and me, brother. The showdown that was always meant to be.
But how does blue firebending work in universe? Are the flames just hotter? A popular fan theory suggests that the color represents Azula's perfectionism, which has compelled her to achieve complete combustion. It's an interesting theory, but we may never know for sure.
I'm not going anywhere.
Number 8. Does Sokka get his sword and Boomerang back?
I don't think Boomerang is coming back, Toph. It looks like this is the end.
Sokka's boomerang and space sword are not just iconic because they're cool, they also symbolize the Team Avatar member's character and growth. This connection to Sokka makes it extra meaningful when he shows how much he's grown during the series by losing these items during a heroic moment in the final episodes.
Why? Space sword.
Still, it would be unfortunate if Sokka never reunited with his weapons. Meteorite isn't easy to come by, and you'd think Sokka wouldn't want to part ways with a sword as one of a kind as himself. Something to consider for a spin-off series, perhaps?
If you stay on this path, I know that one day you will become an even greater master than I am.
Number 7. What is combustion bending?
Guys, you're all gonna think I'm crazy, but it feels like a metal man is coming.
Combustion bending threatens the Aang gang a few times, notably in the form of the aptly named, by Sokka, Combustion Man. Info once hosted on the series' website fleshed out this specific character, explaining that when he was young and couldn't control his bending, he blew off his own arm and leg.
I can't step out to waterbend at him without getting blown up. And I can't get a good enough angle on him from down here.
Combustion bending also appears in The Last Airbender's successor, The Legend of Korra, but the origin of this explosive subset of firebending remains a mystery across both shows. Fans can only speculate on the source of this devious and destructive bending superpower.
I've heard about you. They say you're good at what you do, and even better at keeping secrets.
Number 6. How does Iroh know the Sun Warriors?
Iroh was the last outsider to face the Masters. They deemed him worthy.
While we don't learn much about Iroh's past, what we do glean is equally intriguing and heartbreaking. His connection with the mysterious Sun Warriors is one potentially exciting wrinkle to his character that we don't learn much about, much like his relationship with the spirit world.
I had always enjoyed the company of the spirits, so when my work was done in the material world, I chose to leave my body behind and come to the spirit world.
We do know that he's encountered the Sun Warriors before. In that instance, he had firebending wisdom imparted to him by the dragons Ran and Shaw. whom he later protected by lying about their demise. It could be interesting to see the story of how Iroh mastered the dancing dragon on screen or in supplementary material.
We have no choice but to imprison you here forever. Just kidding. But seriously, don't tell anyone.
Number 5. What became of Suki?
I'm coming too.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Saka, I thought you'd want me to come.
I do, it's just...
Just what?
Nothing. I'm glad you're coming.
Suki is much more than just Sokka's main love interest. The Kyoshi warrior is one of the series' most beloved characters among fans. So it makes sense that we are clamoring to learn more about what happens to her after the events of the series.
Where is Suki?
While Suki appears in the comics, we want to know more than we learn there. In The Legend of Korra, Sokka has died before the start of the series, though he does appear in flashbacks, where Suki is surprisingly absent. This frustrating fact leaves us wondering what awaits our favorite pairing.
Oops. Wrong tent.
Sorry. Do you need to talk to Saka too?
Nope. Not me.
Number 4. What was the lion turtle's fate?
It doesn't seem like normal rock. It's not made of earth. This is so strange. I wish I had some help right now.
This awe-inspiring creature didn't appear until the show's final episodes, leaving a lion turtle-sized question mark for fans at the end. Aang learns to energy bend from the last living lion turtle, but we never find out what happens to the lonely creature. In The Legend of Korra, through the eyes of the first avatar Wan, we see a past where people lived in cities built on the backs of lion turtles.
Great guardian of our city, we are venturing into the spirit wilds to bring back food for our people. Please, grant us the power of fire.
The power is yours to keep until your return.
Supplementary material mentions that lion turtles were hunted to near extinction. However, the future of the species remains unknown, although the outlook is obviously pretty grim. Save the lion turtles!
Wait for him. He will come.
Number 3. How does energy bending work? Speaking of energy bending, here's another mystery introduced late in the show.
What did you do to me?
I took away your fire bending. You can't use it to hurt or threaten anyone else ever again.
Aang uses energy bending to subdue Fire Lord Ozai without killing him. The Legend of Korra complicates things, adding more questions than it answers.
How?
When we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change.
Not only can energy bending take away someone's bending, it can also give it back and even create an astral projection. Then there's the time Korra creates a spirit portal by energy bending the spirit energy cannon. Despite all this, we know little about what energy bending really is. Here's hoping we learn more as the Avatar world gets bigger.
Are we dead? No, we're okay. But we're in the spirit world. All the energy from your weapon tore open a new portal and blasted us in here.
Number 2. Can Azula be redeemed?
My own mother thought I was a monster. She was right, of course, but it still hurt.
We sometimes see flashbacks to the earlier childhoods of Fire Nation siblings Zuko and Azula. Seeing what Zuko went through is part of what endeared him to audiences, proving that he was a morally complex character. On the other hand, seeing Azula's childhood makes it look like she was just evil even then.
You're sick, and I want my knife back, now.
Who's going to make me? Mom?
Can such a character even be redeemed? Azula is one of Team Avatar's most relentless enemies. The last we see of her, she's had a complete breakdown. She does appear in the comics, but she continues her scheming and never really gives up her evil ambitions. Could she ever be redeemed? Then again, would we even want her to be, or do we love her too much as a villain?
If I sense any disloyalty, any hesitation, any weakness at all, I will snuff it out.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. How was the White Lotus formed?
I see you favor the White Lotus gambit. Not many still cling to the ancient ways.
Those who do can always find a friend.
Then let us play.
While the elusive Order of the White Lotus emerges from the shadows during the show's finale, its origins remain secretive. The show explains the Order's initial purpose: for scholars to share their knowledge, rarely intervening in society. But we never find out who formed it or how.
I'm afraid it's members only. Wait out here.
We also have plenty of other unanswered questions. For one, how did all its members become such badasses? This origin story is another unexplored corner of the Avatar universe. The legacy of the Fire Nation scrapbook touches on the Order's history, but doesn't fill in all the gaps.
I always try to tell you that Pi Show is more than just a game.
Did we miss the question that's bending your brain the most? Let us know in the comments.
Professor, let's go! I'm not leaving. I can't. I've spent too long trying to find this place.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.